Hey guys, so today's story is from Nymph to Grasshopper. So if this is a grasshopper, what's a nymph? Maybe the story will tell us. So we know that this is the front of the book, the spine, the front or the cover, spine, the back of the book. You open it up and you see the what? Title page. We know that the author writes the stories. We know that illustrators draw the pictures. And we know that a photographer takes pictures. So if you look at the cover of the book and we look inside the book, we see that this book has an author and a photographer. From Nymph to Grasshopper. Grasshoppers are bugs. Did you guys know that? Grasshoppers are bugs or insects. And I wonder what makes them an insect. Do you guys know what makes grasshoppers an insect? Maybe the story can tell us that too. Maybe we'll find out. So grasshoppers hop and grasshoppers can fly. Now if you look at these wings, let's count how many wings we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wings. And these wings are pretty cool, aren't they? Kind of looks like a butterfly. So we've learned a couple of things. We've learned that grasshoppers are bugs or insects. We've learned that they can fly, they can hop, and they have 4 wings. Let's see what else we can learn about grasshoppers. So the mother lays the eggs, and you can see that she is putting a hole in the ground. So it looks like when the mommy gives birth to her eggs, she puts them in the ground. You guys see the holes? Yep, she's putting them in the ground. And then once the eggs hatch, out comes a nymph. So a baby grasshopper is called a nymph. Now we know what a nymph is. So that's why the book is called From Nymph to Grasshopper. And as the nymph gets older, the nymph eats leaves. So that's something that they eat. And it grows bigger. And doesn't the nymph kind of look like, as it gets bigger, doesn't it look like a little baby grasshopper is turning into a grasshopper, like a caterpillar will turn into a butterfly, a nymph will turn into a grasshopper. So it kind of looks like a little baby small grasshopper. And then as they get older and bigger, the nymph wiggles out of its skin, kind of like a snake does. Have you guys seen snake skin? Sheds its skin. And then once the skin sheds, this says, where's the old skin? So here's the old skin. And there's the grasshopper. Well, there's the nymph. And then the nymph's wings start to grow in. And as the nymph's wings start to grow in, it turns into an adult. Like me and Miss Wisner are adults and you guys are kids, little kids. A nymph is like a little kid. A nymph is like you guys. And an adult grasshopper is like me and Miss Wisner. So that's what the adult grasshopper. And then another thing about a grasshopper, grasshoppers have 6 legs. Remember how we talked about insects have 6 legs? So these guys have 6 legs. And let's count them together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the long legs in the back help them jump. So the legs that they have all the way in the back help them jump. So 2 of their legs, their 2 back legs out of 6, help them to jump and hop. And then the short legs help them find food. See how they're eating that leaf or that piece of grass? Looks like a leaf. Yeah, they're eating the leaf. So the front legs help them chew and find food. Well, the front legs help them find and hold their food. Like your hands help you hold your food, their legs in the front help them hold their food. And then their back legs help them hop and jump. The end. So you guys have a good rest of the day, and make sure that you pay close attention to the story, because I have a few questions that I'm getting ready to ask you, and I really want moms and dads to go grab a piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, and I want to see who was paying attention. Okay, so let's go over let's go over a few things before we do our little quiz and ask you guys some questions. Okay, so nymphs. What are nymphs? Nymphs are baby grasshoppers, right? And a nymph eats leaves. Nymphs are insects or bugs. A nymph can hop, they can fly, and they have 4 wings. Let's see. The mommies lay their eggs in where? Mommies put eggs in the ground, and she lays her eggs in the ground. And once the nymph hatches, they start to eat what? They don't look like a regular adult grasshopper. Nymphs are small, and they look a little bit different than a grasshopper. So when they hatch, they eat leaves. They get bigger. They start to look kind of like a little grasshopper, and once they get bigger, they shed off their skin, and then their skin stays on the ground, and then their wings start to grow really, really big, and then they turn into an adult. And once they turn into an adult, you can see all 6 legs, and their legs in the front help them grab onto food and hold on to food and eat, and then their back legs, their bigger legs, help them to hop and jump. Okay, so if you guys are ready to take the quiz, make sure mommies and daddies see Miss Bo's link in their email so that they can take the quiz. See you guys.